Hello fellow flight simmers, welcome back to the Captain Vic channel. My name is Vic as usual and welcome to another video commentary. And as you can see, it's kind of like a historic flight, you know, because in front of you there is our really noticeable aircraft and repaint. So today I'm going to fly with my past national airline, Malév, and we are going to fly pretty short route. We are actually here at Frankfurt International, and we are on board the 737-600, so the tiniest 737 in the family. And we are operating Malév 522 today, back to Budapest from Frankfurt International, and on board we have 116 passengers and around almost 5 tons of cargo, because Malév back then usually carried the post and cargo related items, not only passenger bags. So that's why I'm operating with that much cargo, and I know it's not changed since today, but I'd like to mention it. So basically the plane is not ready to fly now, so I have to program it up and have to do the procedures to get started. And also I have to tell, I'm using the newly released Immersive audio CFM sound, 737 CFM sound immersion, and I'm quite curious about how it sounds. I tested it out and I think it's really nice, but I haven't checked it in the 600, so because I made the changes in my folders and stuff, but I didn't test it out in the 600 series, so maybe it will be okay, maybe it's not. If not, then that sucks, but who cares, it's still okay. So let's get started. Let's start this video commentary and let's get back flying to Budapest. So here we are in this kinda weird cockpit view. I just move the camera here, and also you have probably seen what I do now, so I'm not going to do I'm not going to commentate on what I do right now, but still until I'm programming up the airplane and closing all doors and making sure that the plane is ready to fly, let's run you through some history of this airline, because it's gone bankrupt in 2012, so Hungary does not have an actual national airline. So and also I must add that I am going to speak in Hungarian. I'm going to speak in Hungarian in this video, also to my do some favors to my Hungarian viewers, so yeah, so be careful, so be aware of that. So just a quick history about Malév. Malév was the national airline of Hungary, and sadly it's gone bankrupt in 2012 on February the 9th. It was a Friday, so all the workers at Malév call it, all the ex-workers of Malév call them Black Friday, and that's not that Black Friday you have also maybe heard about. So it's not that one. So yeah, lots of jobs has been loosened, so you know, it's kind of sad memory, you know, but you have to look forward, so that's why I'm not actually that much sad. It's a bit, it's sad that Hungary does not have an actual national airline today, to this date. And also I'm going to ask for boarding. So yeah, it's kinda sad that we don't have an actual national airline, but also we have got Wizz Air here, so I'm not that sad about it. Some of my friends and I'm going to spit on me because I said that sentence earlier, that we have Wizz Air. They do not accept Wizz Air as a national airline of Hungary. I also don't, but I don't have any kind of problems with Wizz Air, so I think it's nice that they have the Hungarian registrations on the aircraft, on most of the aircrafts, because now we have Wizz Air UK. So I'm going to tell you more about the story and about the operation of Malév later on in this video, but now I have to contact with some ATC because I am on IVAO and I have to get some departure clearances and stuff like this, so I'll be right back. So Langeneder, hello, Malév 522 with information echo on board on stand Alpha 18, and we are requesting an IFR clearance to destination airport Budapest as filed.
Malév 522 Langeneder, hello, check your flight plan, taxa is now available, sit in Frankfurt.
Okay, we'll check it, 522.
Correct, stand by for clearance, number 1.
Standing by 522.
Lufthansa 342, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa 342.
Malév 522, check operation Foxtrot, start approved to Budapest, ID Tobac 9 Delta departure, runway 07 center, climb 5000 feet, squawk 1000.
Information Foxtrot on board, clear to destination Budapest via the Tobac 9 Delta out of 07 center, squawking 1000 and initially climb 5000 feet, Malév 522. Ready for push and start, Malév 522.
Malév 522, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Malév 522. So, let's get started.
Roger.
Messing with some buildings. So yeah, until the ATC is not talking, ooh, weird views. So I'm going to tell you that Malév started its operations with the Li-2 aircraft. It's the Russian or the Soviet copy of the American DC-3, and yeah, Malév operated for 60. I'm going to correct it. I'm going to correct myself.
Lufthansa 965 Echo, squawk Charlie.
So maybe I'm going to correct myself, but it's operated for 68 years.
965 Echo identified, climb flight level 110.
Flight level 110,
Lufthansa 342 identified, climb flight level 130.
Flight level 130, Lufthansa 342.
Lufthansa 4 Charlie Lima, wind 130 degrees 5 knots, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, it works. So the sound immersion works for me. Yeah, you probably not hear it because of GSX. But let me tell you, it's it's really nice, I think. There's a fix coming soon, so only thing I'm missing about this sound immersion, that the deep sounds, the bass sounds are not that deep. So in the cockpit I think it's way deeper than it so it's way higher than it should be, I think. But I think it's okay. So I think for a sound immersion package it's really okay for. So yes, so there is not too much traffic here at Frankfurt actually, or luckily should I say, because it's usually packed.
Frankfurt Istanbul 1 Victor 110 information Fox request clearance to Amsterdam.
Lufthansa 4 Charlie Lima identified, climb flight level 130. Jets go 2095 line radar, low, check information Fox, start approved to Amsterdam by the Maroon flight equity parachute, runway 07 center, climb 5000 feet, squawk 1000.
Clear Amsterdam Maroon 5 Sierra departure and squawk 1000, jet 2095.
Negative, Maroon 5 echo.
Yeah, that's correct. Maroon 5 echo 2095.
The 342 monitor Unicom 122.85.
Unicom 122.8, tschüss, danke, Pilot.
Archer line 65 echo, Unicom, tschüss.
Unicom, ciao, danke für so.
And we're done for the startup. So let's check the flight controls. And the speed brakes, Good. So just taxi out, take off, and on our way back to Budapest. Ready for taxi, Malév 522.
Malév 522, taxi to Hornet Point, runway 07 center via November 7, Link 1, November 8 and Lima.
Taxiing to holding point 07 center via November 7, Link 1, November 8 and Lima on Malév 522. Using this little cheat here for myself, that I write down in taxiways. So let's taxi out here.
Langenräder, German Cargo 34, Hotel Heavy, Moin Marvin, Info Foxtrot, inbound special flight level 220, and we're going to descend flight level 100 in a few minutes to be leveled at Spessart.
German Cargo 34 Hotel Langräder, low identified. Yeah, descent flight level 100 to be reached, correction, descent flight level 130 to be reached at Spessart. Expect ILS Zulu runway 07 right.
Descent 130 to be leveled Spessart, expect ILS Zulu 07 right, and we're planning several approaches at Frankfurt.
Yeah, what was gonna say?
So we are approaching holding point 07 center, and it took me about a surprise that I got my takeoff clearance this early, so I couldn't record it. So here is 07 center, turning on just now, turning off the unneeded and the needed lights, and have to check okay, that was evap. So my transponder is on there, everything is programmed up and set, and we are ready to go. It's kinda an interesting switch for me from the 800s to the 600s. It's really small airplane, you can pitch it a bit more than the 800s. So lining up 07 center, So let's see how this sound set rolls with the 600s. Okay, around 40. And it's stable until now. I think it's okay. Okay, 85.8. 9 power set. 80 knots. And rotate.
V1. V2.
Positive rate, gear up. So bye bye Frankfurt. And we can pitch up a bit more now. Nice little departure here.
London Radar Agent 1232 Athen.
Ooh, it's a bit windy.
Foxtrot, receive request startup.
Yeah, this is my problem with this sound set, so it's really high, there's no low sounds or no deep sounds here. Okay, on off. Accelerating. Nice little view. I think it looks nice, it's just not...
Radar Agent 1232 Athen information, Foxtrot, receive request startup.
Langweiler is not present on frequency, he will call back.
Yeah, Langweiler back. So again, 1, 2, 3, did you call?
Flaps 1.
Again, 1, 2, 3, check confirmation, Foxtrot approved to Athen by the Zulus 1 Delta departure route. Runway 07 center, climb 4,000 feet, score 1,000.
Swiss startup is approved here to destination Athen via to Zulus 1 departure route out of runway 27 center, decision climb 4,000 and squawk with 1,000.
Malév 522 identified, climb flight level 130.
Climb 130, Malév 522.
Jump cargo 3 for hotel, confirm descent unrestricted.
Affirmative,
Just
jump over
messing
3 for
with-
hotel.
Jump cargo 3 for.
Wow. Interesting departure. So arm VNAV. Oops, turn off. Interesting. Some bit weird about the 737 immersion. And flaps up. So that was for the departure. I'm going to carry on with the climbing procedures, and hopefully we can get some shortcuts for this afternoon. But as soon as I get to cruising level and I have a bit of spare time between the top of descent and the cruising, I'm going to tell you about some facts about Malév that probably it's probably interesting for you. But now I'm going to switch to Hungarian a bit now, so don't be surprised if you're not understanding this. Szóval üdvözlök minden magyar nézőt is, nektek azért nem mondok olyan sok újdonságot. A Malév 522-es járatát repülöm éppen. A Lonóra.
Just go to
Lonándor.
095, taxi running point runway 07 center via Lima.
Ki hogy hívta annó?
07 center via Lima, just go to 095.
737-600-as repülőgépével, és hova máshova, mint Budapestre mennénk Malévval, egy kis multidézést szeretnék csinálni ezzel a repüléssel. És túl sok minden extra nem lesz benne, Budapestre érkezünk, itt igazából a varázsát ennek a repülésnek az adja, hogy Budapestre megyünk Malévval. És csak azért gondoltam, hogy 600-assal repülünk haza, mert nem túl sokat repülök 600-assal, és most miért ne? És ahogy angolul is említettem már, most éppen az Immersive Audio-nak az újonnan kiadott 735 CFM hangcsomagját használom, közben 10.000 láb. És a véleményem annyiról, hogy nagyon jó hangjak vannak benne. Egy gondom van, hogy itt a fülkében, ahogy most is hallhatjátok, nincsenek nagyon mély hangok. És ez az, ami egy kicsit zavar engem, de elméletileg már úton van egy fix erre. Úgyhogy lehet, hogy majd valószínű akkor jobb lesz. És sok mindent nem tudok elmondani. Újdonságnak merek. Monitoring Unicom 1 to the Smite, thanks for the service, bye bye. Közben Unicomra is kiraktak minket. Úgyhogy miért ne directeljünk egyet erre. Mondjuk Teska. Nem Teska. TR lenne az, nem is ő. Right direct, kupta. Feltekerjük. So we are switching back to English now because I have to maneuver myself around here. So as you could hear, we got Unicom for us, and yeah, so basically directed to Bipta. I didn't know where to direct, so we're okay. So switching back to Hungarian now. Szóval Szászónak is egy a vége, kedves magyar nézők. Igazából csak egy kis multidézéssel szeretnék kedveskedni a magyar feliratkozóknak, és a magyar nézőknek is. Inkább nézőket mondom, mert annyira sok feliratkozóm nincsen, még ezt csak szórakozásból csinálom, az ilyen kis szösszeneteket. Úgyhogy remélem ti is fogjátok élvezni a repülést haza Budapestre, és hát legyen jó leszállásunk, én annyit mondok. So we are cruising now for 40 minutes now, and as I told you, I'm going to tell you some stories about Malév. So Malév, so it was the national airline of Hungary. It had so it started its operation with Li-2T aircrafts, so it's like the Russian copy of the Douglas DC-3. Later on, they operated the Tupolev 154s and 134s, and also the IL-18s, and the IL-62s, and later on they after 1992. No, that's not a correct date. So later on, they started to operating the Western aircrafts, you know, the 737s, and in the early 2000s, so in the 2001 and 2 and well, around that time. The fleet consisted of 737 classics, so 34 and 500s, and the NGs followed then 6, 7 and 800s without winglets, as you could see here, so with no winglets. And for the we had a couple heavy planes, 767-200s, and I think it was 2 of them were 200s and 2 of them were 300 yards. And yeah, the route map for Malév was quite distinct, you know, quite nicely ranged. They were operating to very nice places, and also on our long hauls we were on to Toronto, JFK, Washington and Bangkok and Phuket and South Africa, and yeah, it was quite nice. And for the smaller aircraft we had the Fokker 70s, the later on, so it was like not for too long period of time, the Q400s, 4 of them, and a couple CRJ 200s. So yeah, and to tell you something about the dark side of Malév, or the late operational days, so it's gone bankrupt in 2012, and lots of workers were unemployed. So it was really a sad day for all Malév workers, Malév employees, and so yeah, I'm not gonna say my honest opinion about this, because I don't want to harm anyone. But yeah, I have my own thoughts about Malév and its bankruptcy. So yeah, and basically, yeah, it's so to conclude it. It's yes, I am also sad a bit that we don't have an correct or 100% Hungarian national airline, but I'm not against Wizz Air or the low-cost carriers nowadays. So yeah, it was a great time to see that I had the chance to fly with Malév a couple times, I think 2 or 3 times. One with a 154 back then when I was like really young, 2 or 3 years old. I barely remember of that flight, but I know we went to Corfu. And then I remember once I went to Brussels, I think, and the one I really remember because that was a holiday at summer. It was a Malév charter service to Aqaba in Jordan. It was really nice with an 737-800, and I got to see the cockpit and I was super excited. So, and fun fact for you, I work at an aviational cultural museum, and we have a bunch of Malév like real Malév aircrafts there. And by the way, you can see some traffic here. It's the contrary, and it's like it's a low RVSM passing. You can see on the TCAS as well. So it was, I really like flying by with traffic on IAO. So yeah, so we have a bunch of Malév aircrafts exhibited there. So I will leave a description of our website, so you can see some pictures of it. But actually we have a 154 and a 134, and maybe it's that 154 which I was on, but I'm not sure. So yeah, and one more quick thing, I have couple not couple, a bunch of colleagues who worked at Malév, pilots, engineers, mechanics and stuff, and they are really great people. One of my favorite persons is actually a captain who started on the IL-18s and finished his career on the 737s, on the NGs. So he has enormous amounts of experience in flying, like I think more than 20,000 hours total, or more than 30 maybe. And he has really great stories about flights and interesting things that could happen at that company. So it was really nice, and yeah, so it's great to hear those memories from a proper captain, you know. So maybe if he watches my video, because I usually tell him to watch my videos, I will definitely tell him that I have a Malév video here. So, and he is pretty good in English, so he's going to understand it. So that was for you. So, and I'm not going to do some more history about it, so we are almost at our top of descent. Pretty casual flight back to Budapest, and hopefully, or not hopefully, we will have ATC, because I arranged with my friend to go online and be an approach for me. And also, so yeah, you can see the top of descent marker there. So I'm going to cut now, and basically that was the story I wanted to tell you about Malév and how I am connected to Malév. So it's not that big connection between me and the company, but I think it's a nice memory, you know, for me also. And it's a really great pleasure to work at that museum, which holds the holds the memory of that company. So because it has a lot, it has a lot of history. So 68 operating years, it's enormous. I know it's not that big deal, because you know, have the bigger airlines, British Airways, Lufthansa, Air France, so American Airlines, so the big guys. But yeah, you know, Hungary is a tiny country, so we were proud of our airline, and yeah, so basically it's okay. So yeah, good memories. Now it's time to descend, guys, so I'm going to cut now, and hopefully we'll talk to ATC soon, so stay tuned for that. Bratislava radar, Servustok, Malév 522 descending out of 350, passing 280.
Malév 522, Sziasztok, Bratislava radar contact, descent flight level 120, proceed direct Narut, expect ILS 13 left at Budapest.
Descending flight level 120, direct Narut, expecting 13 left at Budapest, Malév 522. Pretty high, you know. Let's get some braking action going on here. So yeah, he's a great controller.
Ryanair 07 CRX ready to altitude 2500 feet, turn left heading 330, correction 300.
Left 300 and 2500 feet for Ryanair 070X right.
Malév 522, expect 5000 over Narut.
Expecting 5000 over Narut, Malév 522. Let's put this thing in the FMC. and let's do the frequencies and stuff. Good thing is that I know these figures out of my head. Good. Yep.
Ryanair 07 CRX, Saitek left heading 250 clear direct, sziasztok.
Call Budapest 129 Air75, köszönjük, sziasztok, Malév 522. Let's contact Budapest approach 129 Air75. Budapest approach, szerbusztok, Malév 522 descending out on feet inbound route.
Malév 522, sziasztok, service door identified flight level 130, descend to 6000 feet by Cambridge 1016 and after en route, direct Robo Papa 020, clear LS 1 left.
Good, descending 6000 feet, QNH 1016 after Narut, above row Papa 020 and clear ILS 13 left, Malév 522. Let's dial the tower frequency. 718 decimal room. Good. There we go.
3000 feet, QNH 1016.
Continue descent to 3000 feet, Malév 522. So gents, or lads and gents, there you can see Budapest in front of us, and the reason for why we are landing on 13 left, because here are my friends on IVAO are trying to simulate the correct procedures according to the real airport. So the 13 right, 31 left runway is closed until June the 30th. So that's why we are using only the 13 right, sorry, so the 13 left and 13 left and 31 right. So it's not a big deal, you know. So now we have to engage some flaps and slow down the aircraft. Nice little sun setting departure. We also can arm the speed brakes. So yeah, and fun and a bit update for you on my behalf. Soon the exam period starts at college, and that means that I can work more than I can right now, and I can start gathering some money for the new video card that I'm willing to buy. And it's going to be a GTX 1070, and once I can purchase that video card, I'm going to switch over to prepared version 4, guys. So I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be a big investment, but it will be nice to have to fly on prepared version 4. So that was like a bit sidetracked. Now localizer is established, arming the glide slope right now, engaging flaps 5, condensating the wing. That's just because I think the angle of the airplane, yeah, that's definitely because it's pretty good weather here, so my tram I established on the localizer. So let's just tell this to the approach. Localizer established, runway 13 left, Malév 522.
Malév 522, call tower 111, Aerosoft assist, telemetry to leak 7 top.
Tower 181, köszönjük szépen, sziasztok, Malév 522. Okay, so Budapest Tower. Budapest Tower, szerbusztok, Malév 522 on the ILS, runway 13 left with you.
Malév 522, Budapest Tower, sziasztok, clear to land, runway 13 left, wind 200 degrees Fortnite.
Clear to land, runway 13 left, Malév 522. Okay, so we have basically everything that we need to land here on my home country and my home city. So get down, flaps 50. And then we can turn on the lights. I just bit looking out the window here. The imaginary window.
2500.
Checked. Let's see our reference speeds. 132 VRF plus 5. 132. So yeah, that's the city center of Budapest here. And now we are I'm just letting you enjoy the views, because I think, yes, I am still on prepared version 3 and I am not at maxed out graphics, but I think it still looks nice. So I am pretty happy about the quality of my sim right now. Just have a bit look around there. So let's just run through the landing checklist. So engine start switches, continuous speed brakes aren't, landing gear down, and flaps 30 green light. Landing checklist is completed, and for the fun, I'm going to disconnect everything right now and basically try to land manually. So it's only 5 knots or 5 or 6 knots from the nose, so it's not going to be a challenge. So yeah.
1000.
Checked. And we're stabilized as well. Sweet. And the lights are on at the moment on the runway. We are going below the glide slope, but just a little.
Approaching minimum. Minimum.
Landing. There we go.
$100.
Let's aim for the touchdown zone.
50, 30, 20, 10.
We just pitched too hard a bit, so we are over floating, but it's nothing to be manageable. So speed brakes up, reversers normal, decelerating 50. let's just release the auto brakes. 1 hour and 12 minutes total flying. Let's now manual braking. Turn off the transponder on IVAO. Let's just vacate right over here. I believe it's on Yankee. No, it's Zulu. Vacated runway 13 left via Zulu Malév 522.
Malév 522, roger. Taxi to gate 45 via Alpha, Lima, Romeo and Sierra.
Gate 45 via Lima Malév 522. Good, so okay to clean up. Let's just turn back the trims to normal position. Good. VILS frequencies. We set the MCP. We don't need TCAS anymore here. And also we don't actually need the terrain radar anymore. So yeah, let's just park in there, and sadly we don't have actually moving jet phase, so it's going to look a little weird, but hey ho, sooner or later the developer of this scenery, LH Simulations, are going to update this scenery so we can finally get the moving jet phase. So yeah. So I'm going to park right on stand 45 and then finalize the whole video for you. So let's just park this little 737 600 stand 45. Okay, GSX is telling me shit, so I'm not going to trust it. Yeah, it is a bit offset to the right. I'm not going to bother about it. I'm just going to aim for the distance. I was there at this gate, so in real life on the apron where the marshaller of GSX sits, so I'm not going to bother about this. So yeah, okay, so cut the engines right now. Good. Switching on the APU and tell the tower that on blocks stand for 5 Malév 522.
Malév 522, roger, monitor Unicom 122 to destinate, kezdi a repülést, további szép napot, szia!
Monitoring Unicom 1 to destinate, thanks for the service, köszönjük szépen, sziasztok, jó éjszakát, Malév 522. Switch to Unicom. So, that was it. Let's turn off the anti-collisions and turn on the APU bleeds and hydraulics pump to off. Good, and window heats as well, and we can request the boarding. Good, yeah, it's very far. Yeah. I was a bit stupid to trust GSX. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother about that. So the sim. So all doors are open. The landing was, I think, right, just right. So Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Budapest, and I hope you liked this commentary, and I hope I could show you some interesting facts about Malév, and hopefully you will like this content. And so stay tuned for the next one, and I'm going to tell something about in Hungarian, so just sign off and just say goodbye to the Hungarian viewers. Szóval, kedves magyar nézők, tudom, hogy nem beszéltem túl sokat magyarul ebben a videóban, kicsit többet kellett volna, de hogy őszinte legyek, sokat nem kell beszélnem magyarul, mert mindenkinek a kékorú repülők megdobbantják a szívét szerintem, tehát én úgy gondolom, hogy ezért sok mindent nem kell elmondanom. Egy egyszerű kis Frankfurt Budapesten most nem fogok világrekord nézettséget megdönteni, de remélem, hogy azok, akik szimulátoroznak és vagy valamilyen szinten ismerik a Malévot, vagy esetleg volt velük élményük a Malévval, azoknak jól esett egy ilyen videót is látni az én csatornámon, ezen a kis apró csatornán, ami egyelőre egy ilyen szinte szűk családi körben zajlik, úgyhogy nem is ragoznám tovább a szót. Köszönöm szépen, hogy megnéztétek a videómat, és addig is a következőben találkozunk. Sziasztok!